Good afternoon, welcome to your Monday mobility. I am in the park today in the sun. It is a little bit chilly, but it's quite pleasant. So hopefully you can hear me. There's quite a bit going on around me. Hope the noise is okay, and I hope you can hear me. So today I am just doing a nice standing warm-up session. So all standing up. Good evening, how lovely to see you. All standing up, just very basic warm-up mobility little routine in the sun, just because I wanted to get out and about and enjoy the sun. So I'm going to get on with it. So we'll start off standing in your nice Pilates posture. So you've got your feet hip distance apart and your knees are over the top of your ankles. You're going to just tilt the pelvis forwards and backwards a little bit and come to rest in the middle. You've got your string pulling your head up towards the ceiling. You're standing up nice and tall. Your eyes are focused on the horizon, and of course your shoulders are rolling back, shoulder blades sliding down the back of your ribs. And your ribs are focused down towards your hips. Pelvic floor is lifted up nice and tight. You're imagining you're stopping yourself having a wee. Your tummy's squeezed in nice and tight, and of course you are breathing nice and deeply, breathing in through your nose and blowing out through your mouth, nice and deep and wide. So we will start off. I'm just going to start with the shoulders. So just rolling the shoulders back. I might get actually a bit warm to make my jumper off in a minute, but let's see how we go. So this is just a nice basic warm-up mobility of all the parts of your body, just keeping it nice and simple today. So rolling the shoulders back, we'll do a nice good warm up of the shoulders. So we can add in the arms to make it a little bit bigger. So hands on your shoulders, rolling the shoulders back. You can feel actually I am getting quite warm, so I might strip off a little bit. Shoulders are rolling back, a little bit bigger. Of course, as always, if anything hurts, please stop and don't do it. You need to look after your body and do what is comfortable for you. If you've got any injuries or anything from this, send me a message and ask me advice about what exercises would be good for you. Okay, right, I'm going to take this off. Keep rolling your shoulders. It's warm enough now. Okay, so rolling the shoulders back. Okay, I'm just going to do the head. So standing up nice and tall, breathing in. As you breathe out, just take your head to the side. Breathing into the front. Breathing out, your head goes to the side. And again. Breathing in. Breathing in. So then we're going to take the chin down to your chest. And the head up. And then down. And up. Ears going to go to your shoulder. Nice and gently. You can always make the movement smaller if you need to. And then the other side. Lovely. And then I'm just going to take it over to the side. I'm just going to do a little semicircle, bring it forward, circle it round, and then back up. So ear to your shoulder, little circle round the front, and back up to the middle. Back to your shoulders, rolling the shoulders back. Okay. So I'm going to take an arm circle now. So I'm going to do quite dynamic. Okay, with the arms, nice big arm circle. If it hurts, obviously don't do it. And the other side, nice big arm circle with the shoulders nice and loose. And we'll do both together. So you're always thinking about lifting up the pelvic floor, squeezing in the tummy. Lovely. And then back to the shoulders. Okay, I'm going to do windmill arms. So both arms are up. One's going forwards, one's going backwards. Back up to the top. The other way. One forwards, one backwards. The other way. Lovely. Okay. Alright, so then I'm going to do a little bit of a figure of an 8. So figure of 8. So figure of 8 round the front of you. So I'm doing some little squats at the same time as I do this. So really getting the body moving, shoulders and arms nice and warm, and getting the spine going as well. And so the legs. Pelvic floor's lifted, tummy squeezed in, you're breathing nice and deeply, don't forget to breathe. And we'll get everything nice and warm. So you've got your lovely figure of 8 there. All the way around. Okay, so coming back up to my lovely favourite move, the swoop. Swooping forwards and backwards. Swooping forwards and opening up the chest. Forwards, back. Round in the back, and then arching forwards do the dumbwaiter. Elbows are tucked into your waist, you're opening up your arms, your shoulders are rotating around and your shoulder blades are squeezing together behind you. Not forgetting, of course, the pelvic floor and the tummy. Also, don't forget to breathe. I do hope that all the noise around here is not detracting. You can hear me, there's cricket going on over there, there's people sitting on picnics, dogs. But it's nice to be out and about in the sun. So I'm going to make this a bit bigger. I'm going to take the arms up, out to the sides, back to the middle and down, up, out to the side, back to the middle and down. So then you squeeze the shoulder blades together, do pulsing, squeeze, 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 back to the middle and down, up, squeeze, 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 back to the middle and down. Let's do that again, up, squeeze, 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 really thinking about the shoulders being down away from your ears and the neck's nice and long, squeeze, squeeze, back and down. Okay, I'm going to do the swoop again, forwards and back. So really starting to move the upper part of your spine forward and back, forward and back. Lovely. Tummy's nice and tight. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to do a nice gentle twist. So just a nice gentle sway and twist. Keep your hips forward, just twisting from the waist, nice and loose. If you've got any issues with your back, then please be careful. Don't hurt yourself. You can always make your movements a little bit smaller if you need to. But of course, always thinking about tightening the tummy. And breathing nice and deeply. Then I'm going to do a nice gentle side bend now. Just take the arms down. We'll make them all bigger in a minute. Hips are still, pelvic floor is the tummy is tight. Just sliding down the side. So we're moving the spine in all different directions. Nice and warm and mobile. Okay. So I'm going to do little knee lifts. So I'm going to add in the arms with a little knee lifts. I won't fall over the ground so a bit uneven. So lifting up the knee, squeezing the tummy and standing up nice and tall. Shoulders are down away from your ears. You can do this slower if you want to. You can do it without the arms, just do the legs. Just standing up nice and tall and breathing. Okay, we're going to add in, taking the hip out to the side, back and down, take the leg up, take the hip out to the side and the arm back to the middle and down. You're standing up nice and tall on your supporting leg, hopefully not wobbling or not falling over. Nice deep breathing. Lovely. And out. Back and all very basic exercises that we've done before, nothing complicated here. Up and out, back and down and up. Okay, I'm going to do some pelvic tilts, so I'm going to go forwards and backwards, tilting the pelvis forwards and backwards. So if you watch my posture videos, remember your pelvis is like a bowl of soup. You're going to tilt it forward, soup tilts out the front, tilt it back, soup tilts out the back. Forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards, getting a little bit of a stretch down the lower spine, getting some mobility in the lower spine. So then we'll do side to side, so just hitching up the hip, side to side. Lovely. And then we're going to do circles, so little circles as if you're doing hula hooping. And the other way. People know if I'm quite loud. Back the other way. Okay, so that's the lower spine, nice and warm hopefully now. Let's do a few more little knee lifts to keep that movement going. Knee lifts. And we'll do with the hip going out, open, and down, standing up tall, and out. Lovely. So I'm going to do circles, so hip circles going back, whoops, don't fall over, like me, hopefully you've got a bit more stability than me, and I'm going to do it going forward, so the hips coming forward and the arms coming forward as well, so a little bit clicky, again nice Nice and warm. And then the other side, hips going back, nice circle. One side's always easier than the other, you're more stable than one side. This seems to be my stable side today. Back the other way. Falling over. Other side. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to do a slightly bigger spine twist, so with the arms. Taking the arms out to the side, so twisting. So you can try and keep your hips facing the front to make that easier. You can turn your heels in and your toes out. And that engages your inner thighs and helps to keep your pelvis nice and still. So you're doing your twist. You're twisting from the waist. Your shoulders are relaxed down away from your ears. Your neck's nice and long. Haven't forgotten your pelvic floor, I'm sure. Haven't forgotten your tummy. And you haven't forgotten to breathe. Okay, let's add in the side bend. So I'm going to go all the way over the top, so a bit bigger than one we did before. Anything hurts your back, please stop. Don't do it. Make it smaller. Do it without the arms if you need to. But make sure that you're squeezing your tummy, and that will always help to protect your back. If the tummy's nice and tight, the core muscles are engaged. Beautiful. Let's do one of those. Okay, then we're going to do some little squats. So I'm going to do the figure of 8 movement again with the little squats. So also raising your body temperature a little bit, getting you nice and warm as you work a little bit. Alright, so let's do a few little lunges. So I'm going to take a step forward and lunge. And back to the middle. So we'll add in the arms in a minute. Big step forward, both knees bending, heels lifted off at the back. Do them slower if you need to. You can do them smaller if you've got dodgy knees and you only want to do little ones, that's fine. Haven't forgotten to squeeze the tummy in. Forgotten to breathe. So then we're going to go to the side. I'm just going to keep the feet still. I'm just going to take it to the side. And the other side. Feet are turned out. Okay, let's do reverse lunge. So we're standing up, let's take the foot back. Left knee's bending. Foot back. So we're standing up nice and strong, you're not leaning forward, your tummy's nice and tight. Back heel is lifted. As big or small as you want to, up to you entirely how big you make these. Okay, let's do my favourite lunge. We'll do a curtsy lunge, so tuck behind, both knees bending. Tuck behind, both knees bending. So if you do have dodgy knees and this all is a bit too much for you, of course make it smaller. You can just miss it out. There's nothing wrong with your knees, and you can do nice deep ones to work your thighs a little bit harder. Slow it down if you want to. Ooh. Okay, so I'm just going to do one more set of lunges. Take the arms up as we do it this time. Just getting the back moving a little bit more. You can do a little bit of an extension if it's comfortable, looking up. If that's comfortable for you. If not, if that's your back, please don't do it. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to go to the side, so I'm just going to reach to the side. I'm going to add a little bit into this in a minute. So then we're going to do the reverse. Up. Looking up to the ceiling, the sky. Okay, so if you are comfortable doing that. Not forgetting the tummy. Nice and tight. See how wide it is. Oops, and we've got the curtsies. So I'm going to twist the arms this way. Tuck behind, twist. The arms the same way as your legs going, twist. Nice deep breathing. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to go back to the side ones. I'm just gonna do just the side ones, and then we'll do some squats. So I'm going to do my squat. You can add in the arms if you want to. So my feet are turned out for this one. You take the hands all the way down to the floor if that's comfortable for you, and a nice back extension if that's comfortable for you at the top, or smaller if you want to. Breathing nice and deeply. So a couple more moves and then we are done. Lovely. 2 more of these. Okay, I'm just going to do another one of my favourite moves. So I'm going to do the little side lunges. I'm going to add in, I'm going to slow it down. Good evening. Can't see what you're saying. So I'm going to take my hand down to the floor. And the other one. Okay, I'm just going to add in a little bit of a rotation. So hand down, the other arm up. So opposite hands down to your foot. Rotation. Back to the middle. And twist. To the middle. And twist. So you're getting a little bit of a stretch now down your inner thighs. Up one of these. Twist. 2 more of these ones because I like them. Obviously, if this is not comfortable for you, then you can just make it much smaller. Don't have your hand on the floor. That's not great. To the middle. Couple more little squats, and then we are done. Everything should be nice and warm and moving. I'm just had a lovely time in the sun. It did get warm after all. Let's just do some of these ones. Lovely. Nice deep breathing. Pelvic bones lifted. Tummy squeezed in. And I'm just going to do some swoops to finish. Swooping forwards and backwards. Forwards. Forwards. Lovely. And I am going to leave it there for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed that in the sun. Nice in the sun, rather nice in the sun. It is rather nice in the sun. It's absolutely gorgeous here. So thank you so much. I will of course be back in the group on Wednesday, and as long as it's not raining, I will be outside in sunny Suffolk. So I'll be doing probably some more sanding stuff, and I might do some stuff with bands if anybody has band. We'll see how we go. So thank you very much for joining me, and of course I'll be back on Friday for a seated workout as always. Send me messages to let me know how you liked it, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you very much. Bye.